Yes, my dear audience, as I started on information sources in our previous video and promised to be completing it in the next video on something, giving you some brief highlight on secondary sources of information. So you're welcome, and here you are. Of course, secondary sources of information is one that interprets, analyzes, and summarizes primary primary events or primary sources of information. And when we talk of secondary sources, this provides a broader perspective into the primary data. We have the characteristics of the secondary sources. Secondary sources, one, they are interpretive, they explain or critique, they explain or critique primary sources. Then another one is evaluative. They are able to offer opinions based on evidence that may be drawn from the primary sources. Then another characteristic of the secondary sources is summary. They summarize the primary data to explain a concept. It makes the primary information appears as brief as possible. It is also another characteristic of the secondary sources. We also say it is contextual. It frames and contextualizes primary data within a broader trend so that it is easier to understand. We have several examples of secondary sources. We have things like the books, we have journals, we have documentaries, we have essays and reviews. We also have the purpose for secondary sources. So why is secondary sources used and how is it important? One is contextualization. We said it's when we talk of contextualization, it's providing frame or it synthesizes primary information to offer wider understanding of the data that is it be contextual. Then it's also interpretive and it analyzes. It interprets the primary information so that it's easier to understand by the readers or those doing research. Then it also provides a wider understanding of the information. Of course, it is mediated. It also involves other people's ideas being involved in the presentation. Then when we talk of secondary sources, it is written after the event. And secondary sources it's more comprehensive and they often incorporate a variety of primary sources to offer broader understanding or perspective of the information source. And secondary sources, it's just an improvement of the primary sources. Mm. Secondary sources, we have, of course, I've talked of this. Um, when secondary source is just an improvement of the primary source of information, both the two are important, but secondary source is more contextual. It provides better evidence of the event that occurred. It is an improvement of the primary source of information. So, dear listeners, I'm so grateful that you have been listening so keenly. Stay calm. Let's meet in our next video as I shall be explaining for you something as pertaining such strategy. I just pray you be awful and You listen to me. Thanks. We meet in our next video.